Dr. Johnson's house is an 18th century townhouse in the City of London. It was home to Samuel Johnson, the author of the first comprehensive English dictionary, for 11 years, and we have a collection that tells the story of his life and his works. We have gone for a layered tour, giving people the option to hear a shorter version or to go into real depth if they're interested in Johnson's. There are many Johnson aficionados out there. We went for 10 players. We get between 10 and 12,000 visitors a year at the moment, but rarely many more than 10 people at any one time. So we just went for the 10, and helpfully there's the option of putting 2 sets of headphones into the one player so people can share them. We couldn't really justify the cost of buying that many more headsets, that many more players, but it's worked out fine. There's an entry charge, and there's also a charge for the audio guide, and everybody's asked, and we have a take-up that more than covers the cost of running them. It's more personal. The tour is designed to replicate our Curator's tours and give it a personal touch and tell stories. It gives people who don't enjoy reading a different option to looking through the house, and gives you a different aspect. And for those that are really interested, then they've got different stories on the audio and on the written interpretation. It was in our budget, and we got very personal service at the beginning, which is quite appealing. It was the whole package, really, so knowing that there'd be somebody on the end of the phone and in liking the technology. From a practical point of view, it's been very reliable, and we've had no problems with using it particularly. We've had excellent feedback from our visitors who've used it. They were almost unanimously extremely positive, which is really nice, and a lot of them have stayed for the whole tour and read all of the room information, so it's extended people's visits. So we've had a lot of oral feedback, how much they've enjoyed it and how engaging and interesting it is, and when looking at the statistics, they've all rated it as good or excellent. There's only 2 members of full-time staff here, so it's trying to timetable all of our commitments in whilst planning and running it, but that turned out okay. The other main problem is we don't have full-time front of house staff, so we have volunteers, and volunteer training was a bit of a concern, although Otto came and manfully went through every volunteer and trained them, but that was the main issue, as well as budget, obviously, because we had quite a tight budget. Initially they weren't keen. There was an audio guide many years ago, which was a cassette, and they had all sorts of trouble with cassettes, the ones who've been here for 10, 15 years, and overall not that keen, but as with a bit of training and practice, they're all pretty conversant with it now, and it seems to be going quite smoothly. I'm looking forward to getting to the usage stats and seeing which areas of the tour have proven popular and which ones, hopefully none, people switch off halfway through, and maybe making changes from that. But at the moment it's all going swimmingly.